Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Intro the Game. Today we're gonna take a look at a game called DayZ. DayZ is actually a mod for a game called Arma II, and Arma II is a tactical shooter developed by Bohemia Interactive Studios. DayZ, on the other hand, is what you would call a realistic zombie survival game. But before we talk more about the game, let's check out the settings. Let's see, what do we have for video options? For video options, we have this. This is actually quite good, because you can set everything like you prefer. If you have a very powerful machine, you can crank all the settings to max, and if you have a mid-low range, you can still lower all the settings and be able to run it just fine. I would like to say that every computer needs this, but most of them don't have it. For audio options, we have the usual radios and microphones, because this game has radios and voice over IP. And for controls, we have this. Yes, a lot of controls, and they're all rebindable, so you can have fun setting everything like you prefer. Then game options, we have languages, subtitles, radio subtitles, blood, aiming dead zone, and head bob. Head bob is quite important to have as an option because it's the difference between this and this. Anyways, let's now jump into the game. DayZ doesn't have a real plot, and you will not find elements of storytelling in it. The game is all about realistic survival. But what makes this game so realistic, and what are the differences between this zombie game and all the other zombie games? Well, one would be the persistent world. What I mean by that is that you never have to change map or enter a match. When you log in a server, the world is already there. Also, the game has permadeath. If you lose your character, you will have to make a new one, and you will lose everything that the old one had done himself. And there's a realistic human need generator. I can't find any other way to say what it is. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, you will see 4 icons. They are to remind you of your needs: food, water, how much blood you have, temperature. And if you look in the top right, you will see stats about yourself. You can see how many zombies you've killed, how you've killed them, how many bandits, and how much blood you have left. You start with 12,000, and if it gets too low, you will die. In DayZ, you can play solo or with your friends, but finding your friends might be a bit difficult. The map is 225 kilometers squares, and there is no map by default. You can find maps around the game, but it's quite rare. At the start of the game, you spawn with only a flashlight and some bandages. You will have to find food, drinks, weapons for your survival. This game has a big arsenal of weapons, from melee weapons like the hatchet, to guns, rifles, crossbows, anything you can find around. But finding them is not that simple. At first, you will probably not find them, and it will end up like this. Yeah, you will die. But then, when you get lucky, you will find your first weapons, like a hatchet or a rifle, and the game will get a lot better. When you manage to find weapons, you can now start to actually kill zombies, because without weapons you cannot attack them. But be careful, if you get hurt while fighting zombies and you start bleeding, remember to bandage yourself. If you don't, you will run out of blood and you will eventually die. Anyways, now that you have weapons, you can freely explore the world, and you may find other survivals, and possibly team up with them. When I find survivals, I always try to stick with them, because it makes it a lot easier to kill zombies. Oh, and also, if you want, you can kill them and take all their stuff, but only bandits do that, and you don't want to be a bandit, do you? After that, you can go to big cities and even build vehicles, but till now, I've never been able to get my hands on a vehicle. DayZ also has a day and night cycle, and it lasts for 24 hours, meaning that if you connect to a server in your time zone at night, it will be night in the game. And it will be very difficult to play, because this game doesn't joke around. Night is dark and scary, and I prefer not to play at night because it's way too stressful for me. One last thing to say about this mod is that even if it looks so awesome, it's still in alpha, meaning that a lot will get better, and all the bugs that you may find around will probably get fixed before it gets released. But now, is this mod alone worth spending the money for Arma II? This is totally up to you. I really enjoyed my hours with it, and I know that I will play more. Also, having some friends to tag along really makes the experience a lot better, so it's up to you to choose. And now it comes to the part of the show where it gives something away, and today it is a copy of Bunch of Heroes. Why this game? Because I like it, you don't know which other to pick. Anyways, to enter the contest, you just need to be subscribed and leave a comment saying what game you would like to see showcased in the next episode of IntroTheGame. But remember, I prefer to do new titles or game that's still in beta. Also, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it, because it helps a lot. Thanks a lot for watching, my name has been Gokalex, and I will see you again on the next episode of IntroTheGame.